Happy birthday, America. Welcome to the shop and welcome to Boe Woodcraft. My name is Brad, and today we're going to build a project that kind of celebrates America, plus also celebrates the heroes that keep it safe. So stick around, let's get started. All right, so the laser's done. So we can go ahead and set this to the side and pull these pieces out. All right, got my little stars, and I'm gonna paint the base. I'm gonna paint the stars on the 1776 a different color, and then we'll assemble them all. So let's watch that happen. We're going to go with a navy blue on the circle. All right, so while that's drying, we're going to go ahead and cut a triangle out of this piece of wood. And I'm just going to cut 245-degree angles and see where they come out. I at least need that size of that circle in here. So I'm going to trace my template on here just to make sure that I have a good clear piece of wood and that this 1776 is going to fit. So we're going to take this over and get this cut out over here at the miter saw. I don't know, I might run a hand plane across that bottom real quick just to kind of flatten it out. So put a little bit of a bevel on it. Just chamfer that ever so slightly with my planer. I'm going to burn a finish on this so I can have kind of a rough background with this. So I'm going to char this up pretty good, and then we'll take the wire brush and we'll brush out the burnt just to give it a good texture. So since I'm done with the computer and the laser, and it's just kind of in the way, I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff cleaned up and put away so that I have somewhere to work. I'm going to lay out this paper, and I'm going to put a coat of white on this triangle that we just cut out. So let's get that. And I'm just going to take a stick and I'm just going to kind of brush over this and expose that grain again, and that just kind of pops that grain out and gives it a really cool look. So I'm going to move this out of the way so it can dry. I'm just going to sit it over here on the bench. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of line the grain up so it's going the same direction as the background board. And then we're going to take this 1776 cutout. I'm going to set it on top of here and make sure it's going the right way. And now I'm just going to take my white paint and I get some of my tools out of the way. I'm just going to go over this and lay these stars and the 1776 in there. Let's see, how did it come out? Boom. So that's not exactly what I was intending the first place, because I really wanted these little stars to kind of sit up off of here. But we're just going to go with this. Because America, that's why. Now I know when you fold a flag, it's not supposed to have the stripes out. But this is a decorative item, so I want to make sure that these are nice and good. And to get that spacing, I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of tape right between each of my my rows. So that way I have a red row, a white row, and a right row. I'm just going to make that nice and straight so it looks really good. I'm going to put a little bit of white paint on the edges of my tape, and hopefully the white will run under and seal that off so that the red doesn't bleed under. So now as I peel this back, you can see how sharp the lines are because I sprayed that white and red didn't have an opportunity to bleed through. So that is a cool little painting trick that you can use in your crafting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to square up this old piece of reclaimed wood that I've got. I'm going to square one end up and I'm going to make it as long as this, and then we're going to get creative with that spot there. Okay. Now this backboard is going to get painted blue. It's probably going to be time to resand my workbench and finish it again. Quite a bit of paint on it here. All right, well that dries over there. I'm going to take this piece of this was a shelf in a high school I used to work at, actually, that they were getting ready to throw away. So it's got a few nails in it, so we're going to pull these nails and clean this up a little bit, and this is going to become the foundation for this whole project, and we're just going to sand this down a little bit. Okay, so this is my old 6-inch Reliant joiner. I don't know if you saw the video where we just upgraded this head. I put a helical head on it from mywoodcutters.com. It's the Lux Cut 3. This thing made this thing so quiet and it works so good. It's an amazing upgrade, and I'm so glad that I made that choice. Okay, so our blue paint is dried. So now we're going to go ahead and apply these stencils, and we're going to get the stars painted on here. When you're taping this stuff off, you want to make sure that you cover everything that you don't want paint on, otherwise you will get paint on it. So I'm going to make sure I wrap around these corners and get these edges covered good. You don't want to drown it in paint. You just kind of want to stay about a foot away. We'll let that sit for a couple minutes, and then we'll hit it one more time and then we'll be good. Oh no, I botched a star over here. I should have given it like another 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, now we can start kind of assembling this piece and getting this all put together so it looks good. Now we're going to take our stripe, a couple of 1-inch brad nails. Now these aren't going to do much other than hold it in place while the glue dries. The top, the corner. That's it. I'm just going to put 3 brads in this to hold it in place. And while we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and glue this on right in the middle. And that I'm just going to weight down with, I'll put something on top of it to hold it down so it doesn't go anywhere. And now I'm going to set this aside while this gets dried up. We're going to cut the trim pieces for it. All right, so there's a lot of mess in here. You guys probably don't want to watch me clean that up, so let's get that taken care of. All right, there we go. Got her all cleaned up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our backboard here and we're going to measure this and see how thick it is and what I'm going to want to do for my trim. So right here I have 1 5/8 inches. So I'm going to cut my trim at 2 inches so that it has a nice reveal all the way around. So we're going to go ahead and rip an old fence picket down because it has a lot of really cool character to it. I'm going to start with just a bead of glue along the bottom edge. Get that in there. I'm just going to put a couple of brads to hold it. All right, we got that all nailed on. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a 1/2 inch to this measurement, which is going to make it 19 1/4. So we're going to take this, we're going to mark this at 19 1/4, and I'm going to get this cut over at the miter saw. Alright, so now we're going to get this mounted on to the bottom of our piece. And like I said, I want that to overhang about 1/4 inch. So what I'm going to do... What you gotta do? Alright, so what I've got here is just a 1/4 inch dowel. And I'm going to slide that right in underneath there, right at the back. I'm going to put some glue. Okay, now I'm just going to lay this up in here. Spread that glue out a little bit. Right there. Make sure we're evened up. I'm going to take a couple brads in here. Hold that in place. I don't know how many of you have friends in the military, or family in the military, but you may have some point along the line acquired a challenge coin. So we're going to put a little groove, or actually a little stand right here for those challenge coins to live in. So this will be a nice display for those challenge coins. Okay, so I was trying to show you how I nailed these on, but my other camera ran out of time. So basically what I do, I have here is just a couple of pieces of black walnut, and I nailed these a 1/2 inch apart. And then this is just a great place for challenge coins. If you have military challenge coins that you've collected over the years, like I do. I can't find them right now, but this is a photography award I won a long time ago. But you can just put your challenge coins in there, and they look really nice. All right, there you have it. Just a really nice display for your military challenge coins, or for any other thing that you might want to show off. Shows your patriotism and love of America. Again, happy birthday, America. Happy 250. I can't wait to get to Washington, D.C. in a couple days, and we're gonna shoot a couple things out there to show you what's going on for the big celebration. So get out there, get in your shop, go make something cool, Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and bell. Give me some hype points if you could, and have a great 4th of July.